We finally have an opening date for the new Disney Skyliner, so let's take a look at all we know about this new transportation system coming up next. Hi, I'm Steve and welcome back to What in the D World. Before we get going, if you haven't already, don't forget to check me out on social media where I keep you up to date every day with all of the Disney news, park history, daily weather and park hours. And I'd love it if you join me over there, and the links are all in the description below. So Disney has announced that the Skyliner will officially start transporting guests on September the 29th this year. And what better time to take a look at what got us to this point and what to expect from the Skyliner system. Based on a more advanced system but similar to the Magic Kingdom Skyway, which connected Fantasyland and Tomorrowland from 1971 to 1999 when it was removed, the Skyliner cars are made to carry guests between the parks and hotels as an alternative means of transport to the Disney bus systems. In February of 2017, plans were filed by the Reedy Creek Improvement District with the South Florida Water Management District for various improvements, and among these was a V-shaped building that was 100 foot high, and so began the life of the Disney Skyliner. Later in the year, at the D23 Expo in July, Bob Chapek, the chairman of Disney Park Experiences and Products, made it official and told us the new ski lift-esque system will connect Epcot and Hollywood Studios to Disney's Art of Animation, Disney's Pop Century, Disney's Caribbean Beach and Disney's Riviera Resort. By 2018, construction had started, and midway in 2018, towers and stations were halfway completed. But it wasn't until November that year we would be officially told that the Skyliner would open in fall of 2019. In 2019, cabins were placed on the lines and testing started, but at this point the cabins were still under wraps. Disney eventually gave us their own unwrapping video for some of the Skyliners, which sees some of our favourite characters riding along with us and seeing the unique view of the resort from above. Not all cars have characters on them, and some will be just solid colours, which does leave a little bit of room for more characters to be added in the future. But the question is, which gondola cabin do you want to ride in the most? Personally, I'm going with my boy Mickey or a Guardians of the Galaxy themed one. The Skyliner will have 5 stations you can use, which will be themed to the area that they are in. Stations will be at Epcot's International Gateway, which is between the UK and France pavilions, which will be great for guests at Boardwalk or Yacht and Beach Club if they don't want to walk to Epcot. There's also a station at the brand new DVC Riviera Resort, which will open along with the hotel on December 16th this year. Disney's Caribbean Beach will be the main hub of the system, and guests can go to Hollywood Studios from here as well. Now in Hollywood Studios, the station is going to be next to the existing bus stop and will maybe be one of the busier stops once Galaxy's Edge opens up. Finally, both the Art of Animation and Pop Century resorts will share a Skyliner station, which will be on Hourglass Lake via the walkway between these two resorts. Here's a look at the Skyliner map so you can see exactly where these stations are and the route they will take. As you can see, every line does run through Caribbean Beach, which I mentioned is classed as the main hub of the system. As for the gondola cars, there will be no air conditioning, but instead have natural ventilation via slits in the side of the gondolas, which will open and close to allow airflow through the car. They will also have reflective windows, which will help to prevent direct sunlight getting in as well. How this will work in the real world in 100-degree weather with multiple people in a car has yet to be seen, but Imagineers are sure that that is enough to ventilate the cars according to Disney. So what kind of guest capacity are we looking at? Well, each car has 2 wooden benches which can accommodate 5 guests per bench, so a max of 10 people per car, and no standing, as guests will be required to remain seated at all times. There will be more than 300 gondola cars that can run as fast as 11 miles per hour on the lines, which will reach up to 60 feet in the air. When coming into stations, the cars will slow down to approximately 1 mile per hour while guests are loading and unloading, but they can be slowed further or stopped if guests need any more time, similar to Spaceship Earth. Disney has also confirmed that wheelchairs and scooters will be allowed in the gondolas, and there are some special gondolas that are fitted to accommodate wheelchairs, ACVs and other mobility needs. These cabins will only be able to fit 6 guests rather than the normal 10. The capacity will come down to how quickly Disney can unload and load guests into the cars, but expect park opening and closing to be the busiest times, so if you're just looking to experience a ride, avoid these times and ride it during other times of the day. And Disney estimates the ride times to be between 5 to 15 minutes, looking at the times from the Caribbean beach as the main hub. These are the times that we can roughly expect to travel between stations. Also keep in mind, if you're bothered by heights, this will not be the transportation system for you, as the cars will be suspended in the air between 30 and 60 feet most of the time. There will also be some motion in the cars due to movement of people and if there is any wind, though Disney has stated the ride system will close if there is any lightning or high winds, and operating hours will be weather dependent. The Disney Skyliner is a great addition to the Disney transportation system and will provide another great option for guests to use. Now, looking into the future, it will be great to see them extend this to some other places, for example Animal Kingdom, with a few more resort stops in between. What's your thoughts on the Disney Skyliner? Are you excited to take a trip on this? And which character do you want to ride with? And if they did extend it, where would you like to see the Skyliner go? Animal Kingdom? Disney Springs maybe? Let me know all your thoughts about it in the comments below. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, a like would be more than welcomed, and if you know any Disney nuts like us, don't forget to share this video with them and keep them up to date with all the news too. Finally, like I said at the top of the show, check me out on social media with all of the links in the description, where I keep you up to date with all the news, history, facts and much more about Walt Disney World. Once again, that is you all up to date, so until next time, I'll see you real soon.